Yeah, my citizen count is going down, and yet it's like the food consumption is actually going up. Well, no, there was a year where I was at like 325,000, so I'm at 318. I guess that's acceptable. I'm not really even sure if I can pin my hopes on increasing my food production. Because the pure amount of production I would need to kind of equivocate things is just like through the roof. This is so scary to me. Yeah, see that? It's making me flip a bit of a shit. Even while my population is in like steady decline. And I mean, I have like enough ale and enough firewood that I should be able to trade for everything I need. It's nice to see, I guess, that my clothes and tools are doing just fucking fine. Oh, my 475,000. Yeah, I think this is my end. I could keep going with this, but it's just gonna end up with me... I mean, I could reset it to before I took the nomads in, I suppose. Because at that point I was still pretty stable. Even though my population was slowly declining and I thought they were going to be my saviors. So it's only got a 69% yield this year. I wonder how much that's going to end up like actually being. And you can see that one of the trees obviously died and they had to replant. So that might be a bit of a limiting factor. It's still getting a little bit more yield. I mean, I have been bringing my food production up. Not to say that that should cure all of my ills. Oh, fucking hell. There's a general goods merchant that didn't even have special orders. I guess he was still bringing a lot of food, though. And that makes sense. Even without special orders, general goods merchant will bring lots and lots of stuff. But it's nice to have control over the stuff they bring. Rather than just see a whole bunch of random shit pop up at your dock. Now for the food merchants, I don't want to make any specifications because I want to have a good mixture of what foods I get. Oh yeah, wasn't there... Oh fuck. There was a dock I told to stop stocking firewood and I can't remember where it was now. I'll have to look for it. Oh, this was it. Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, then let's try getting it to stock firewood again. God, that was like 30 minutes ago. I didn't even realize. I like closed down the window and I was just like, oh, I have to do other stuff because I have a food crisis going on. Oh. I came back a little bit up on the food. I wonder if that's going to be because I had a massive amount of production or because I actually fixed some of my trade issues. I'll have to wait till the end of the year, I suppose, to see. But it looks like I did make a nice boost to my food supplies. I think I am producing a good bit more now. I mean, I dipped all the way down to 400,000, and I thought, oh shit, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna, like, ride this out until I get just totally fucked over. Well, glad to see that I'm making a little bit of a struggle, at least. I mean, I don't like to see myself go down and just, like, die away. And there's still a lot of crops to be harvested around. Oh my fucking god. Is this person gonna let a 99% yielded wheat field just die? That would be a banishable offense, in my opinion. Why are you all the way over here to pick up resources? What the fuck are you doing? All of the resources you need should be found at your local market. What the fuck? That motherfucker would be so banished. Oh yeah, what about this apple field? Holy shit! Really? You've barely bothered to start gathering from it yet. Oh my fucking fuck. Oh, these people. These people. So many of these people just need to be banished. I'm sorry, but you just need to be banished. Oh. Oh, let's see that these orchards are ready for planting. Right in time for the year to be ended. The far-flung ones definitely need to be the more hardy crops. Not that I can't have, like, squash and pepper growing. Just that I need to make sure that wherever I have them growing, they kind of correspond to how far out they are. Like, these peppers are good. These beans are good. Beans are good. Honestly, this squash should probably actually be further up here. It would be better if this were squash and this were beans. Just because then it's closer to the people who are growing it, and, you know, squash won't survive the frost, like, whatsoever. But beans are kind of hardy. If an early frost comes, they'll, you know, there'll be some losses, but they'll be able to hold out somewhat well, I would say. Okay, so last winter, I didn't have, like, any shit going down. It'll be interesting to see what happens this winter. So... oh, there comes the frost. Yep, and my orchard's yield is going to immediately die, it would look like. Motherfucker, that pisses me off so much. Because I imagine... I mean, it produced 416 last season. It's already up to 325. It was up to 325, and it still had like 30% yield, 35% yield that needed to be collected. So, does that mean orchards could actually be more effective than straight up farming? I suppose maybe even if they are more effective, the workers might need more time with them, would be the end result. But it would be interesting to check out and see how much food these things can produce. Because that would mean if you could get your workers to actually be effective, you might hit a point where it'd be better just to have a whole bunch of orchards as opposed to having regular farms. I think I want to clear out this storage barn. And then I'm going to throw down some extra housing along this way. Or maybe, no, it should be along this way so that I don't end up blocking those storage barns in again. Because I do not want that happening. Oh my fucking yes! I'm up to 570,000 food. I am fighting against this declining food count. You know, I thought I was gonna kind of lose myself here. Oh, I am so happy to see that. Still doesn't look like I produced that much more than I did the other year. And with my farms, like, done, I don't see myself getting more than, like, another 10,000 food production. Maybe a little bit more, but not a lot, I wouldn't think. And as you can see, they left a basket of squash here just for me to deal with. So, I also like the little, if you zoom in on it, you can see that there's a little bit like a squash texture in the basket. I think that's really kind of cute. But at the same time, it probably takes way more resources than would be necessary. Like if you could just standardize it to, oh hey, it's a basket of food. And you don't have to have an image on it. That might... Oh, I'm not sure if that would do much, actually. Just thinking maybe. Is that apples? I guess, are those apples? I believe the answer is yes. I'm still really pissed off about this orchard, though. Because I wanted to see it, like, as an experiment. Because, you know, if this orchard can produce, like... Even if it only produces up to, like, 500 food per year, that would still be good enough to warrant, like, replacing all of this stuff with orchards. Now, yes, there is the proviso that, oh, you know, some trees are going to die here and there, and that's going to make production go up and down a little bit. But if at like 80% yield you can expect 500 food, then given that it only takes 60 tiles, you could get 1,000 food from what would be the space of an 11 by 11 crop field. And of course I could just use all of these to produce apples and then buy the rest of my food supplies. I don't really need to produce anything but apples. I am still very happy to see, though, that my food count has gone back up. And like I said, it's looking like I'm not even producing that. That looks like it came from trade or something, somehow. I know I ran around and did a few, like, little specific trades, but I didn't change anything too extremely. Oh, fuck. But I used like 4,000 more alcohol than I produced this year. Last year I produced 2,000 more than I used. I think that's just a jump number because of the fact that I told a few trading posts to start trading in alcohol. So, to see it jump a little bit here and there isn't too much of a surprise, I guess. One thing I could do is start throwing down more taverns, though, I suppose. I mean, what with the fact that I'm going to have apple production just about everywhere, it should follow that I could have a good number of taverns just sitting around anywhere. Oh, starting to have a little bit of apple production on these. Just a little bit, but it counts. I don't know, we might see 70,000 food production from this season. And it looks like my citizen count has buoyed back to where it was. So good that I don't need to worry about everything and anything. And it looks like my tool count is still going up. Holy crap, I'm gonna hit 4,000 tools. I'm gonna hit 10,000 herbs. These are insane numbers. And it looks like I'm gonna get back to 600,000 food sometime soon here. Especially once the rest of my food production starts to kick in. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see that. Oh my god, I was so worried. I was just like resigning myself to defeat here. Like, oh, I won't even get to hit 300,000. Fucking everything is horrible. I am so glad to see that I was wrong. And that doesn't happen too often. It doesn't happen too often that I'm glad to see that I'm wrong. I'm a person that wants to be right almost like 900% of the time. And that's why I'm usually a bit pessimistic, because it's just like, oh, hey, fucking told you so, you know. So I guess I could... I mean, this area seems like it could use an establishment. And then a market down here, I guess? I really don't know. And do I want it over here, or do I want it over here? Or... Fucking hell. I do not know. over here. Actually, I think I will take it over here. As far this direction as it can be.